Hello, here Akhil Srivastava teaching you Maths of class 9th NCERT Euclid's Geometry means Introduction to Euclid's Geometry chapter 5th. In this already I have told you previous lecture postulate and axioms. So Euclid's use his axioms and postulates for proving some results. So it is given in this some examples, some questions you will see. One example I am telling you, if P and Q are the 3 points are on a line and Q lies between PR, then prove that PQ plus QR is equal to PR. So here, first of all you draw a figure. You want to place Q is lies on PR. So in this, what will you get? PR is coinciding with the PQ plus QR. If a stick of the PQ and QR you take separately and you put this aside of it, you are seeing this whole stick is coinciding the PQ and QR together. So it means this plus this by axiom 4, things which coincide to the another things are equal to another. PQ plus QR is equal to PR. It is by the axiom 4 of Euclid's. Now, second example. It is a first example, very simple way. Only you writing words here. Prove that any equilateral triangle can be constructed on any given line segments. Suppose a line segment is given. So how will you plot? There is a condition. First of all, you draw a line segment of, suppose I am taking 4 centimeter. I am drawing a line of 4 centimeter whose name I have given XY. Now X as a center, XY as a radius, draw a circle. Circle means it is not the full circle. I am taking X as a center, line segment you draw. By the postulate 4, a circle can be drawn by any center and any radius. So X as a center, XY as a radius, we will draw by a compass. Not full circle. You can draw full circle also, but I am drawing only one circle. Now, another step. Y as a center, YX as a radius. From Y till YX and you draw a circle. Both are intersecting at a point named as Z. Now, XZ and YZ you join by scale. You are getting a figure in which XZ is equal to XY. Why? Because it is a radius of same circle. Similarly, YZ is equal to YX because it is also the radius of the same circle. It means all the 3 sides are equal to one another by axiom 1. Axiom 1 is what saying? The things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. So here is a thing XY. XY is equal to this as well as this. So this triangle is named as equilateral triangle. Now a theorem is given 5.1. Two distinct lines cannot have more than in one point is common. Two distinct lines cannot have one point as a common. Cannot have any one point. Means there is, suppose there is a two line L and M are intersecting at 2 points A and B. That we know in the geometry. Suppose this I am taking two lines intersecting at 2 points. This is the line given and this line is intersecting at 2 points. Here is A and here is a B. If L and M I am taking. So, but in the postulate 1, an axiom, there is a postulate 1, there is a axiom 3.1. There is a one line passes through two distinct lines. So our assumption, which I have taken the two line in LM and intersecting and, but if L is a line, then AB is only one line. If M lies on here, then M will be only, but two distinct points you can't take. So there is a one line passes through two distinct lines. So our assumption is wrong. So two lines cannot have more than one common point. In the order you will write. Exercise 5.1 is given in your book. Exercise 5.1. There is a given some true and false. Here it is given first. Only one line can pass through a single point. It is false. Why? What will you write? Because there is an infinite line passes through a point. Second is given. There is a infinite number of line passes through a two distinct point. It is given. It is again false. So you have seen here only one line pass through that. It is given a postulate axiom 3.1. Now third one is given. A terminated line can be produced indefinitely on both the sides. Yes, it is true, because it is a postulate second. Both the side, it is a terminated line AB. You can produce indefinitely. It is given. Third one is, fourth was, if two circles are equal, then their radii are equal. Two circles are equal means they are coincide. If they coincide, then their center and radius both will be coincide, and it will be equal. Coincide means equal by the fourth axiom. Fifth one is, there is a figure given, AB equal to PQ, and it is also given PQ is equal to XY. Means PQ is a thing which PQ is a same line. In this, AB equal to PQ as well as XY equal to PQ. So things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another by axiom 1. So it is also true by the first axiom. There is some definitions given. Second question, give the definition for each of the following term. Are there other terms that need to be defined here? First, what are they and how might you define them? Parallel lines. Two parallel lines L and M. Parallel lines are parallel lines if they have no any common points or never intersect. L parallel M. Perpendicular line. Two lines L and M are said to be perpendicular if they makes the 90 degree right angle. L perpendicular to M. Line segment. A part of a line which two end points, which have the two end points, it is called a line segment, like a AB and bar. That is, A is the end point and B is the end point. Radius of a circle is the distance of any point on the circle from its center. That is given here. Center, I am taking O and point is P on the circle. So OP is the radius. Small r. Square is a quadrilateral which have all the sides equal as well as each angle 90 degree. So this is the figure. Third question is given. You read the question number 3. Question number 3 is given here, all of you see. Given two postulates given below. Given any two distinct point A and B, there exist 3 points or a third point C which is between A and B. There exist least 3 points that are not on the same line. 3 line points here. Do these postulates contain any undefined term? Yes, they contain. Are these postulates consistent? Yes. Do they follow the Euclid's postulate? No. Explain. These are answers you see. These two postulates contain undefined terms like a point, line and in between. The two postulates are consistent because they deal with two different situations. One is collinear, one is non-collinear. First has given 2 points A and B. There is a point C lies on the line between them, means they are collinear. The given points A and B and C not lies on them, then line through AB, it means it is a non-collinear, different situations. So these postulates do not follow from the Euclid's postulate. Follow the axiom. What is the axiom? Euclid's axiom in the postulate first given. Two distinct points, there is a unique line that pass through them. They follow the axiom of the postulate number 1, but not the postulate. So this is the result of third question. Question number 4 is given. What is given here? Question number 4, you see. if a point C lies between A and B such that AC equal to BC, prove that AC equal to half AB. Explain by drawing the figure. It is a question number 4. So given C is line between A and B, AC equal to BC. You want to prove AC is half AB. Draw the figure A, B and C. Because AC plus BC coincide AB, like one question I have proved, AC and BC, two parts I am taking, putting together, then they are equal to AB. It means it is coincide. Euclid's axiom 4, things which coincide with another things, then they are equal to another thing. This is equal. But BC equal to AC given, so we replace BC by AC, AC plus AC, 2AC equal to AB, so AC is equal to half AB. It is proved. Hence proved. Hence proved, you can write. Question number 5 is given on the same question. In the question number 4, C is called the midpoint of AB because it is half. So prove that any line segment has one and only one midpoint. You want to prove. So for this, C is a midpoint of AB. Let another point D is also the midpoint of AB. Contradiction. You want to prove, heading I have written, C is only one point. So let C and D are two midpoints of A and B. Because C midpoint, so AC is half AB. D midpoint, then AD is half AB. Things which are equal to the same things, AB, half AB. So AC equal to equal. Axiom first gives you AC equal to AD. But it is only possible when AC coincide with AD, which is not according to fourth axiom, only possible when C and D coincide. So every line, therefore it is wrong. Therefore, what is our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Is wrong. So every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Hence proved. Question number 6 is given here. You see, question number 6. There is a one figure given and given AC equal to BD. Prove that AB equal to CD. You want to get this. So here what is given? AC is equal to BD. It is given. You want to prove AB is equal to CD. So what will you do? Because AC is equal to BD given, so BC equal to CB. Equal subtracted from the equals, then remainders are equal. By the third axiom, equal subtracted from the equal, then the remainders are equal. Remainder is AB, so AB is equal to CD. 7th question is a very good question. What is the axiom 5? List Euclid's axiom, list in the Euclid's axiom considered as a universal truth. Universal truth, not postulate. Axiom was Euclid's axiom 5th is state that the whole is greater than the part. I have told you there also it is universal truth because it is true for any part and anything in the world. Hence it is considered as universal truth. For example, you can take, if a family has 10 members and out of these children are there, some are adults are there, so children will be always smaller than whole family. It means family is always greater than its parts, the children or father or mother or any single one. Our house, I have told, or there is a crop field, or there is a playground, one corner is taken for flower bed. So flower bed is always smaller than whole park, or whole park is greater than the flower bed. Or in India, there is a Uttar Pradesh. You take the Uttar Pradesh, then Uttar Pradesh and India comparison, India is always greater than the Uttar Pradesh. It means because India is a whole and Uttar Pradesh is the part. Like this you can get the example. So it is always universal truth for the life, for the food, for anything. So that's all for today, and you complete your exercise 5.1.